Hey football fans, I'm Matt. I'm joined by my friend Johnny, and we're here to keep you guys updated on everything NFL related, from scores to predictions. This is the Third and Long podcast on KCAT Radio. Welcome back to the first episode of Season 2 of Third and Long. Johnny's across from me as always. We got the jerseys on the table, the beanies are back. How do you feel, buddy?
Feeling great. I'm so excited to be back, man.
I'm so happy. It's great. I'm happy. There's a lot going on in our lives. And
Yeah.
this is a nice, 30 minutes away from everybody else.
It's great.
And football's back. This is the last, we're recording this on a Sunday. This is the last Sunday without football.
Mm-hmm.
Till February.
Yes.
God bless football. I'm hyped. Do you know what the first game is? Who's our Thursday game? Do you know?
No, I don't.
You don't? Okay. Well, it's the Lions and the Chiefs.
Okay, then.
That's the first game I want to get into. The beanie is still here. It's going to stay. I still love the Lions not as much as the Broncos, but I love them a lot. How do you feel about this game? You think the Chiefs are going to wipe them?
I think it's going to be close, actually.
Thank you.
I think it's going to be pretty close.
Thank you. No, that's a sign of respect among men, but continue.
I have the Lions losing it,
Okay, well,
but I have it close.
I have the Lions losing them too. So.
Okay, what's your score?
I said 23-17. I think the Lions defense will put up a large fight, but I don't think their offense is going to be as productive.
I said they lose 24-28.
Yeah, okay. Yeah. I think it's going to be a mediocre game. I don't think it's going to be great.
I think it'll be a good intro to the NFL season.
Yeah. No, it'll be a good game. I don't think we're going to look
the Lions are going to be exciting this year, right?
Yeah.
There's a lot of eyes on them. And the Chiefs are kind of downgraded from last year, which is what we said the previous year.
So, if I'm correct, I don't mean to interject here. If I'm correct, I might not be. I think this is the first game Jared Goff and Patrick Mahomes are squaring up since the Rams-Chiefs game a while back. Do you remember that game? It was at the end of the season, and it was like a 48-49 shootout.
I do.
Yes.
Hey guys, I have a fun fact for you. I was at that game in person.
No one cares.
At the
Yeah,
Coliseum.
Ryan's back.
I'm back,
unfortunately.
guys. I'm back.
Sorry
I'm happy
here.
to be here.
Sorry.
Even though I get bullied every episode, I love it.
We
It
love you,
fuels me.
Ryan.
We love you,
It
Ryan.
fuels me.
Shut up. Okay. So, I love you, Ryan. You were at that game?
I was at that game.
That's pretty
in
cool.
the Coliseum. Yeah.
That you definitely got your money's worth.
No, for sure. It was an
Yeah, okay.
atmosphere for sure.
But I think that's the first time they're playing since. So that's
Yep.
going to be really interesting. Yeah, I don't think the Lions defense can really hold Patrick Mahomes.
Their defense is getting a lot better.
It is, but I don't like that. That's a task that many great defenses have
Okay,
failed.
but they also don't have any really crazy receivers right now. I think their best receiver is Kadarius Toney.
Juju.
I thought.
Oh my God, I got mixed up on the teams.
I'm-
Amon-Ra St. Brown. Are you nuts?
I thought Juju was gone.
I don't know. Can you look that up?
I'm pretty sure he's back.
He's
yeah.
kind of irrelevant. I really don't like him that much.
Yeah.
Kadarius Toney is him.
He can be that guy.
Yeah.
But he has to stay healthy.
Sure. But I mean, the Kelsey Mahomes interaction.
That'll always be there.
Well, here's the thing too, though. I feel like if you're the Lions, you take a Belichick style approach to it. You say,
definitely-
I'm going
but-
to take Travis Kelsey out of the game. He
Well,
never touches the ball.
You could take Travis Kelsey out of the game, but you still have Jerick McKinnon and Pacheco. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, they're going to be a tough team to beat, but let's look at the Lions side of the ball. They're going to throw the ball just a lot.
What they got? Amon-Ra St. Brown.
Yeah.
Why
Why is that all I can think of right now?
Rookie
They
running back,
drafted a
Jameer
guy.
Gibbs. Jameer
Yes,
Gibbs.
Jameer Gibbs. That's the big one I'm looking for.
Me
He's
too,
my
yeah.
offensive rookie of the year pick. Yeah. Are you kidding me?
They also have David Montgomery as well.
They have David Montgomery too, but I'm saying I think David Montgomery is going to be backup or at least
think so as
running
well.
back 2 by week 2.
Yeah.
This Gibbs kid is crazy.
I think it's going to be like a Swift and what's his face, Jamal Williams thing.
Yeah, I think they'll share the load, but I think it'll be obvious one is better than the other.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, if Jared Goff plays mediocre, they have a chance. If he plays bad, it's kind of going to be.
We've seen the high side and the low side of Jared Goff. The low side is.
his low side's really bad.
I feel like he is the definition of low floor, high ceiling.
Sure. I mean, we've seen him play some games. He played in that Super Bowl and killed it.
Yeah, but he also played not good a lot of times. a lot of times.
Okay, fair point.
Full seasons,
I'm
may I add.
interested to see how this is going to go.
I am too.
It's a great opening game. I would love to sit down and watch it. I probably am. I'll take some notes on it. We'll talk about it next week for sure. It'll definitely be on our list next week.
Oh, yeah.
Moving on to probably my biggest upset prediction of the week, even though I don't have them winning. Niners Steelers. You have something for this.
I do.
Say your piece.
Okay, the Steelers are going to come into this season. They are my dark horse team. They're going to.
They're at
pop
home,
off.
by the way.
Don't be surprised if they beat the Niners week 1. That's all that I'm going to say. I have it scored really close. I have it 31-28 Steelers.
Okay. Ryan, do you have a take on this?
Yeah, I think it's going to be low scoring. I think the defenses are.
Yeah,
gonna
It is
show
not
up.
going to be low scoring.
kidding me?
Have you seen Kenny Pickett and George Pickens?
The Niners have the best
Yeah,
defensive line in the
exactly.
NFL.
Yeah.
Okay, and Kenny Pickett had a perfect passer rating through the entire preseason.
And guess who he didn't play? The Niners with their defensive
okay.
line.
Have you seen George Pickens? Have you seen
Yeah,
the plays?
he's nuts.
If George Pickens was in the Odell era, Odell would have been irrelevant. I'm saying that right now. Have you seen the catches?
Please.
Have you seen the catches this man makes? He
Please.
is vertical to the ground, catching balls.
He's nuts. That is one guy that the Niners have proven they can stop. You need 3 receivers to beat the Niners. You need 3 weapons. You need a QB. You need 2 wide receivers.
George Pickens. I'm
Don't
saying
shush
it. I'm
me.
saying it now. George Pickens will be better than Justin Jefferson in the next 3 years.
That's absurd.
That's absurd.
That's absurd.
Call it
That's
absurd. Call it absurd. But
That's
when you guys are in college, I will be calling you personally to tell you were wrong.
Call me on the podcast when we're in college.
I will.
Okay. You're wrong, but you can call me. That's crazy, though. I'm sorry. The Niners are so good. They're my best team in the NFL. Everyone says the Chiefs, the Eagles. Some people say the Bengals. I don't know who's saying Buffalo. Somebody said the Jets the other day. I saw it on Instagram and I almost puked. They're not.
No,
They're not.
absolutely not.
The Niners have proven themselves to be dominant at every phase of football. They're great in the box. Their coverage is awesome. There's very little weakness for them. You can't say, yeah, that's a spot we can hit.
So what's their QB depth chart looking like right now?
Right now, I believe it's Purdy,
Sam Darnold.
Sam Darnold,
I don't
and I don't know who their third stringer is.
Okay, so we've seen this team it's always plagued with injuries every year.
Just last year.
Last year, the year before.
The year before, they were fine.
Okay.
The year before, Garoppolo almost took him to a Super Bowl.
Okay. The year before was fine. All that I'm saying is that
So last year, they got
all
plagued
that I'm
with
saying,
injuries.
all that I'm saying is that the Niners seem to always have somebody big that is hurt. Whether it's Kittle, whether it's Debo, whether it's Ayuk, somebody is hurt always.
I agree. However, on the flip side,
They
for
don't-
my argument,
they don't need all of those people.
If they don't need all of them, and they have all of them, they wipe you. There's no way you beat a fully healthy 49er team. How rare is it? It's pretty rare. But if they are healthy, and week 1 they are, they're untouchable. I don't think they're going to get beat.
I think the Steelers are going to take it.
I don't. I have the Steelers losing by about a touchdown. Maybe we'll talk 10 points.
We'll
but
talk about it next
We
week.
will. I think that's also a game that gets starred, even if it's a blowout. I don't want to talk about the next game. Raiders Broncos. Everybody, it's a divisional game. It's one of those games the Broncos should win, and probably won't.
I have them winning.
I have them winning it too. I have them winning 28-10.
I have it 21-14.
Okay, sure. Cool. Are they going to win it? Who knows? It's scary. Ryan, do you have any input for this,
I have
please?
Broncos 24-20. So I'm like
I'm
4
so
points.
scared.
Yeah, I don't
to
know.
lose.
It's a
I got to
hand
see your
toss.
team play.
Yeah, I know you do.
I
I don't play San Francisco this year, which is a bummer.
Yeah,
If they'd came here, we would have gone.
I wish either of the teams.
Yeah, we would have gone.
But I get to go to Packers Broncos
yeah,
in October.
yeah. You guys will get some content from that too. We're gonna do it when we go to Packers Broncos. You're gonna go and take some footage.
Oh,
You guys get to see that. So yeah, that's a really cool thing you get to do and throw in my face.
I wish you could.
However,
come.
for this game, what do you think is the win or lose for the Broncos?
I don't think the win or lose actually depends on the Broncos. I think it's on the Niners. Or not the Niners, the Raiders.
Sure.
Because they have Jimmy G, right?
Yeah.
And then they have Devontae Adams and Darren Waller and Josh Jacobs. They need all of those players.
Is Renfro back? Is he still?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he's healthy. Yeah.
They need all of those players to perform well, and they need their defense to not choke. That is their biggest thing. Their defense not choking.
Yeah. No. If Jimmy G hits his weapons in stride, it's pretty much done.
'Cause we've seen-
no.
Okay.
The Broncos defense is too good. I don't think Jimmy G can beat our defense.
We've seen what Jimmy G can do, right?
Sure.
Right. He has Devontae Adams now. He has Darren Waller and Josh Jacobs.
Doesn't have Darren Waller.
He does not.
No, Darren Waller's on the Giants.
You were right.
So that's
I'm
one
wrong.
tight end down. It's one weapon down.
That is true. So I don't know. I think it all depends on Jimmy G.
I think
Jimmy G and their defense.
Patrick Surtain will lock up Devontae.
No, Matt. I love you.
Devontae will get locked up.
I love you. You're wrong.
I'm calling you right now. So
Devontae
you made,
Adams.
Hold on. You made your statement with the Niners. Let me make my statement. Devontae will go for under 100 yards. Calling it now. He will be under 100. He may have one touchdown.
I think
It'll be a goal line fade because he's huge and he has hops.
I think that it'll be close to that. I think that he will have the upside though.
Here is my reason why. Sean Payton is an offensive coach. However, the Saints have been known to take away a player or two. They do it all the time. When they won the Super Bowl with Breeze, that's exactly what they did. They took away a player or two and said, you're going to have to beat us with everybody else. I think that he will do the same with the Broncos, and I think our front eight will dominate, and I think that Patrick Surtain will lock up Devontae Adams.
For your sake, I hope you're right.
I really hope I'm right. I really don't want Devontae to torch us for
your team has
300
had some tough times. They've let Russ cook a little too much. He might be a little burnt.
Yeah, he's getting burnt.
But I hope for your happiness that they win.
Ryan, can you get into this argument with Surtain and help me here?
I think Devontae Adams is a straight up better player
I
than
hate
Patrick
all of you.
Surtain.
None of you. He's not even the best wide receiver in football.
He is the best.
I
route
agree
runner
with that,
in
but I
Sure.
don't think. I think Patrick.
Guess who's the best in
Surtain.
coverage out of all the defensive backs in football?
That's not true.
Look at the man's hands. Does Devontae Adams drop balls? No.
No, neither does Justin Jefferson or any of the other guys.
All that I'm saying,
Jamar Chase doesn't drop balls. I know that. Cooper Kupp doesn't drop balls.
Cooper Kupp is hurt all the time.
This is true. I don't agree. I don't disagree with that. Disargument. Broncos beat the Raiders. Flat out.
Fingers crossed.
Fingers crossed. Yeah. No, if I get a text on Monday, it's just that they lost and I get gloated on, I'm going to punch somebody.
We'll
I
figure
really
it
don't
out.
want them to lose. Bills Jets.
Bills Jets.
So this is a toss-up for me. I don't know about you guys. I really don't know. I kind of left a score open. Give me something. Convince me.
You want to hear my score?
I want to hear your scores.
21-10 Bills.
Okay. Ryan?
I have 35-28 Bills, a high score.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know what to think about the Jets. I feel like they could put up 40. I feel like they could also put up 5.
I completely
7,
okay.
not 5.
I agree, but you have to look at it this way, right? So much of that team is just the Packers last year.
How good were the Packers last year?
We choked.
Yeah, you did. So what are the Jets going to do this year?
They're gonna choke.
Calling it now? Some people have them as their Super Bowl picks.
I don't even know if
New
they're-
Jersey and New York people have tattoos saying Jets 2024.
Have you met people that live in New York and New Jersey, Matt?
Yeah, that's my family.
Yeah, I feel sorry for you.
It's pretty messed up.
They're
They're aggressive and they
rush into things.
They rush into things. However, though, I still have the Bills winning. I don't see a Jets team yet that could beat. It's kind of like Colorado in the NCAA. It's like I don't really know what to expect yet because they're so new. They have a new quarterback. They have a ton of new weapons. I really don't know.
It'll be a show for sure.
Yeah, no, this is the
like,
division rivalry though.
Did you watch Aaron Rodgers in the preseason?
Yeah.
He looked good, but he made some throws to just wide open field with nobody there.
Sorry, Hard Knocks is crazy this year. First off, can we just take a pause and talk about this? Are you guys watching Hard Knocks? You guys are crazy.
I have not watched.
You guys are
it, no.
nuts. It is so good this season because it's the Jets, and I get to see Aaron Rodgers make dope plays all the time.
I don't even know who you are.
It's great. I love Rodgers a lot. I think he's a dope person. However, unproven on the Jets. They could come out and sweep the Bills. I'm not even kidding. They could win every
saying
play.
that Aaron Rodgers is unproven for any team is a stretch. It's Aaron Rodgers, right? He's gonna make something happen.
Yeah, but with this specific team and this defense and this coaching staff, how is he gonna do?
I don't think that that's the issue. I think the if is his age. I think
he hasn't proven that to be an issue yet.
yet.
You think this season's the one?
I'm not saying this season's the one. I'm saying that is ultimately going to be.
I have a
what
name
happens.
for you, Tom Brady. You know how many people said he was done after 2013?
Okay, but see,
Played
I'm
for
not,
so much longer.
I'm
you
saying
have no clue
that
when he's done.
the outcome is going to be the same. He is going to stop because he is lowering his production and he is getting older. It's not going to be because he's losing hope in that Super Bowl on that ring, right? He's obviously going to keep chasing that.
Yeah.
But his arm can only throw so much more.
Well, so far he's throwing 60-yard buckets. So I would take your.
The man's name is Aaron Rodgers, and he's a bad
This is what I'm saying. He's going to be fine. I think he'll be fine. I think the Jets will be good, but I can't tell right now. And the Bills have proven themselves to be a good team. Von Miller's still out for 4 weeks. That is one thing I want to highlight. So some of these running backs for the Jets got to get ready for a field day because they could pop off without Von Miller.
Yeah.
Super Bowl MVP for the Broncos. You know when the Broncos won that Super Bowl? It was 2015. When did the Packers last win a Super Bowl? I'm just curious here.
It was 2010.
Yeah.
But
So just
what was
just
your
saying.
record? What was your record last year?
I don't remember.
Yeah.
I don't want to remember. You guys didn't have a winning record either.
I'm pretty sure we were all right. We were better than you guys.
And guess which will be this year? Worse.
I think it'll be way better.
Well, let's talk about that game then. Bears-Packers.
Bears-Packers.
Ryan, what's your score? I want you to lead us off before we go argue.
Bears, Packers. I got 24 Bears, 14 Packers.
You're just.
I think Jordan Love is going to be
Washed.
dog water.
He's dog.
Did you
They're
watch?
going to have to trade for Trey Lance. That's how bad it's going to be.
Did you watch that man in the preseason?
Preseason doesn't matter. Jared Stidham was almost our starting quarterback. Jared Stidham. That's how bad our preseason was.
All that I'm gonna say is this. I think Aaron.
It's not all you're going to say, by the way.
No, definitely not. I'm always gonna say more.
All I'm going to say, and then talk for like 10 minutes.
Yeah, that's me.
Yeah. Say your piece.
I think the Packers on the Bears. I don't think it was just Rodgers.
Nah. Okay, here's the thing, too. The Bears got so much hype over one offseason.
Yes.
They got so much hype over one. And everyone's going, Justin Fields is going to pop. I'm sorry. This guy hasn't shown an ounce of a true quarterback. He can run. He's kind of like Tebow. He can throw the ball kind of hard. He can run. But, like, I haven't seen him take 3 reads, scramble, and then make a throw.
Okay. If we lose this game, it is not going to be because of Jordan Love. It will not be because of the defense. It will be because we have a young, inexperienced wide receiver.
Yeah,
core.
you guys are going to drop, like,
that is going to
3
be
touchdowns to the
That will be
house.
our downfall because
Sure.
during the preseason, that was the only issue we had was catching balls, right?
Did Christian Watson play?
A little bit. He had some touchdowns.
Okay. I didn't know if he played or not. I thought
But-
they went and sat him.
We see wide open receivers with the Packers, right? And it was like me my sophomore year. I was playing volleyball.
It's just batting balls down. They're just always hitting the ground.
I think that once we figure that out, it's up from there. And
yeah.
and
Your
even
defense is pretty unproven, though. You've had a lot of guys come and go this offseason.
our defense is going to be really good this year.
I think you guys will be like a tier 3 defense.
We still
You're
have
not great.
We still have Rasul
You're not
Douglas.
awesome.
We
You're
have
just
Eric
kinda-
Stokes. We have Jair Alexander. We have Devondre Campbell, Quay Walker. Right. We have Rashawn Gary. We have Lucas Van Ness, which is our first round pick this year.
Yeah.
And then we also have Kenny Clark,
Ryan, how many of those guys have made a name for themselves?
Devondre Campbell, Rasul
Maybe
Douglas,
one.
last
Jameer Alexander. Or
They both did.
Alexander.
Jameer Alexander,
Jair.
Jair.
Yeah.
Why'd you say it wrong and then you
I
made
don't
me
know.
say it
My
wrong?
bad.
Say things right. Computer boy.
I think that's the only one who's proven.
Rasul
on the Packers.
Douglas. I don't think it was last season, but the season before.
You have a good defense.
We do.
However, I think against certain teams, you're just going to flat out struggle.
Yeah.
We will. We'll have
You
our
don't have the
struggles.
star power. And I think this might be one of those games where the Bears come in, having watched film for you guys for 4 straight weeks and wanting this game.
It's
I think
hard.
they might. It's a trap game.
It's hard to watch film on a team that has almost all rookies on their roster.
Yeah, but at the same time, they pressure Jordan Love and they do what they need to do with a rookie quarterback. It's wraps.
Okay, but Jordan Love isn't a rookie quarterback.
I'm calling him a rookie quarterback.
He's basically.
He has not stepped in the NFL and taken the burden of being a starting quarterback and had his team 100% rely on him to win. Having the cushion of Aaron Rodgers is a nice cushion.
Just sit and watch. I think that the Packers might have their third back-to-back-to-back MVP caliber quarterback.
Okay.
Maybe at some point, maybe. I'm not going to rule it out. He can have a long career. What I will say is this. Do you know who Patrick Mahomes sat under for a year before he went in and started?
It wasn't that Mr. Alex Smith?
It was Alex Smith. I firmly believe that the Colts are doing this too. They're putting Anthony Richardson right in. Great quarterback, super young, gonna crash and burn. The Chiefs did the smart thing. You let him sit for a year, you let him rest, you let him learn, take a year where he's not getting consistently hit by these 350-pound tanks and having to still make passes and stuff. You let him learn, and then he goes in. That was the smartest thing you guys have done in years.
Okay, but I want you to look at what's happening. It's the exact same thing as what
No,
happened
it is,
with
and that's what
Rodgers
I'm
and
saying.
Favre.
He sat, he
even
learned,
He even
he
went
goes
to the
in.
Jets afterwards.
He did.
It's the same thing.
I don't disagree with that. However, it's unproven. I can't fully be like, yeah, they're the next coming of Christ. However, that is going to be a great game, and I'd like to see the Packers play well, but I also really want to see them lose because watching you in pain is very fun.
Thank you for praying on my downfall, Matt.
I am praying on your downfall.
I will take that to heart and remember that in the next episode.
If they win and the Broncos lose, I'm going to get torched.
Oh, you will. If when the Packers beat the Broncos in October, you will be torched.
You're going to be at that game and get booed out of the stadium.
I'm going
You're
to
be in Mile High.
I'm going to
gasping for air.
FaceTime you in the last 3 minutes of the quarter, and I will flex on you.
I'll be ready.
You will receive the motion.
I'll be ready to FaceTime you in the last 3 minutes and gloat in your face while 10,000 people around you boo you out of the stadium.
I think I'm gonna have a great time.
I think you're going to have a great time until you step foot in the actual stadium and then lose. That's what I think.
I went to my first concert at that stadium.
Did you really?
Yeah.
It's a good stadium.
I like it.
It's pretty like
It's
bummy, but it's not terrible.
Bummy. I'd say like if I were to rate
It's
that,
old.
I'd give it like a 6.5.
Yeah. Okay. Sure.
It's not a horrible field.
Not terrible.
FedEx Field's like a.
Can we get to our last game, please?
Yes,
I really
yes,
like
yes.
this game. I like this game
Okay,
a lot.
let's get into it.
Dolphins Chargers. This is crazy for a couple reasons. They were both kind of fringe wildcard teams last year. They made it in like the last 2 weeks. Dolphins lost first round. Chargers lost first round. Both to teams they probably could have been competitive with. Dolphins lost to, I believe, the Chiefs by 1 score. Chargers lost to the Jaguars by, I think, 1.
That was the game where the Jaguars came back in the second
Yes,
half.
that was
by a bunch
that
of
was the game where
points.
they came back like a crazy second half run and just blew them out of the water. But both games they could have won. Both these teams are hungry. I think both these teams are worse than last year, and I haven't seen one of them been called a Super Bowl contender yet.
Yeah.
This is a game that could either make your season and you ride it all the way up,
Well-
or plummet your season to the ground.
Both of these teams struggled so much to stay healthy last
Yeah.
year, right?
Sure.
We had Herbert,
Tua.
your MVP pick last year.
I'm sorry, he was good in week 1 and 2, and then he got hurt. Wasn't my fault. Ooh, should we do that? Do you want to make MVP picks?
We can do
We're
that
gonna make it.
later.
We're gonna put out MVP picks.
We'll do
That'll
it later.
happen. Yes. This is a crazy game though. Tua hasn't played fully with a brain in.
He's like me.
Yeah, Johnny got a concussion. You want to turn your head and show the bruise?
I got a concussion on Monday. It's kind of green around my eye right
Yeah,
now.
it was way worse, but it's better now.
Yeah, it's getting better.
Yeah.
This is the better side.
So you are not like Tua. Tua was laying on the ground, very motionless. I'm so happy he's okay now and still playing football.
I drove
Like,
home.
Why did we let you drive home? Teddy
My-
Smith, shout out.
My reason was my mom asked me. She's like, "You can't drive home." I said, "Mom, have I ever been fully awake in the morning to drive to school?"
Fair point.
And that was that.
Back to football
Yes.
and not your cataclysmic injuries. Tua's healthy, not concussed anymore. He's back to playing football to his full ability, or what is now his full ability. But I think there's a good chance that the Dolphins come out with this.
I think it could go either way.
Sure, it's kind of a coin toss, right?
Yeah, it's definitely a coin toss, but it also depends on how the receiving core for the Chargers performs.
Yeah.
Because we know that the Dolphins receiving core is gonna have no problems.
Mike Williams is a tank, though.
He is that guy.
He is that guy. And
I have some thoughts. What do you guys think about Quentin Johnson, that rookie from TCU that they
yeah,
drafted? That,
he's gonna be tough.
he's that big. He's like 6'4",
I'm excited to see.
He is
250.
Mike Williams part 2. He's that
Yeah.
big. He's just a tank. He just jumps over guys and just grabs the ball.
Yeah.
Justin Herbert has a lot of good guys to throw to, but if they play badly, I think it's over because their
Well-
defense isn't like top tier.
And if either of those injury-prone quarterbacks gets hurt,
Good point. Well, Tua's not injury prone. He just got 2 concussions. That was just bad luck. He hasn't gotten hurt besides that. Herbert's injury prone.
we'll see.
Sure. A lot of Austin Eckler's still on the Chargers, right? He
Yeah.
got paid. Yeah, so he'll be explosive there.
Well, remember, Tua was advised to stop playing football professionally.
Good point. Very good point. Honestly, if somebody gets injured in the first quarter of this, I won't be surprised.
I wouldn't either.
I hope they don't. We always hope for the
We
health and
always hope for-
safety of the
yes,
players.
of course.
However,
I wouldn't be surprised.
wouldn't be surprised. So give me a stance. Who do you think is winning this?
I have the Dolphins taking it 24-21, close game.
Yeah, Ryan.
Chargers 28-24.
Really?
Yeah, I
I'm
like the
not.
Chargers
I'm
in
not
this
upset.
one.
With
Would you
this
like to put a friendly wager on this? Opposing sides?
I am not doing this.
It's
I'm
too
uninvolved.
50-50 for me to put a wager on it because it could go either way.
You
I
guys are-
think.
You guys are weak.
I don't know.
No,
I don't have
man,
much
I'm just
confidence.
poor.
Yeah.
Good point. Different things. Good point.
Not poor. I just don't make enough money to bet right now. my truck has eaten all of my money.
We love the truck. Okay, off the truck. What is the game of the week?
I think the game of the week is Niners Steelers.
Really, Ryan?
I think the Dolphins Chargers is going to be really interesting.
'Kay.
I'm looking forward to that.
What
one.
makes the Niners Steelers game so good?
Because I feel like everybody's going to be like, oh, just the Niners are going to win. And then the Steelers are going to win by almost nothing, and it'll be great. Or it's either that or the Bills and the Jets, because everybody's going to want to see how the Jets do.
Sure. Okay, that's fair. Why is the Chargers Dolphins?
It's just I feel like it's so. I'm looking forward to see how Justin Herbert's going to respond to that first round playoff loss. I think he's going to bounce back because he has more weapons.
Is he your MVP pick this year?
He's
Are
not
you
my
gonna pull a
MVP
Matt
pick.
and have to
I think he's
hear
gonna
that
be a
every
contender.
episode?
He's going to be a contender for sure. I don't know about my MVP
You heard that?
official, but Sneaky
might
pick.
be
Yeah,
following
you know
your
what's cool?
footsteps.
You know what team isn't on this list? Before we wrap up, I'm just curious here. You know what team isn't on this? The Cowboys.
Dallas Cowboys, yeah.
Yeah,
I am excited to see them
that
this year.
sucks. I'm not excited to see the Dallas Cowboys.
I am.
Why?
Because it's our year.
Every year's our year.
Say the
baby.
line. Say the line, Ryan. Who are you?
We've been
Say it.
asking for this for a year.
If they win the
If
Super
they
Bowl,
lose,
I need you to
will
come
say it.
on
If-
camera.
If
and
they
say it.
lose this week, I will say it.
Okay.
If they lose, I'm making that right now.
Yes.
If they lose,
Yes.
I will say it.
If they lose,
It
you
is-
have to say it.
It is on video.
It's on video.
Yeah.
This has been documented. I like this. We have good stuff. We have a good week coming out. I'm really excited for football. You got anything else to add?
Not really. I'm really excited to get this NFL season kicked off. I'm struggling today.
First one back.
We're
We'll
a little
settle
rusty.
into it.
We're a little rusty.
Yeah. How you doing?
Doing great.
Ready for football?
I am. I'm very ready.
Let's go football.
Whoa. Calm down.
Ready for football. I'm hyped. I'm ready for football.
Okay. Get hyped, but don't break anything.
Okay, good point.
Okay. With that being said, thank you for tuning in to Third and Long on KCAT Radio. Make sure to come back for weekly episodes and next week's Week 1 recap. Hope to see you there.
This series is brought to you by Los Gatos Morning Rotary. Thank you for supporting student podcasting in support of mental health.